All right, so here we go. Nutters in the blue. We've got Ball So Hard in the orange. And as we said, we are both predicting for it to be a Nutters victory. As we've seen a quick start here as Frederick on the board, 10 seconds in.
What a great pass coming out from Prolonged Llama there. Reading a good play straight off the backboard above the crossbar. Good read from Frederick, the first, not the second.
He was the first one to it there, that's for sure.
Yes, sir.
All right, so on the kickoff, it goes back to, I think it's Crepe Nash. Could be wrong, though. We'll see. But it gets blocked at mid by Trippy. Lil Jin moving in on the play. It's not going to get through Frederick. Again, he is right there for it. Now Jay Lee, an opportunity to get downfield. It's going to be stopped by Llama as Trippy taking the ball into the corner.
This ball's spending a lot of time, and this is just observation I might have. This ball's been spending a lot of time in the past 40 seconds in the orange half of the field. Prolonged Llama, of course, showing some defensive skill, keeping the ball under offensive pressure for the boys on the Nutters, which is something I expected to come out of this game, especially looking at the stats and seeing how many saves. And one thing I think is interesting, and this is something maybe, Sparky, you agree with me with, when you look at stats of saves between teams, you'll see a team that has an astronomical amount of saves but doesn't have a great record. And that's because most of the time their offensive pressure is lacking and they're not having the offensive pressure that they would need to continue on. Whereas the Nutters have really done really well with a lower amount of saves per game, but still with that 10-0 record. Do you think that's kind of a fluke or an oddity, or do you think that's something that's pretty regular or well said from your boy Coyote here?
I mean, I think that's pretty well said. Oh, Crepe getting in. Hold that thought. They tie it up a minute and a half into the game. And I think that was a misplay by Trippy back there, trying to get it off the wall, and Frederick driving in too quick. So we're tied at 1. So going off what you were saying, though, so they have a low save total, but they finished 10-0 on the season. I mean, that's definitely something to be expected. If you've got a very strong offensive team, you're not going to have to worry about defense as much. And those teams that have the higher save totals, a lot of the time, offense is non-existent. I casted a match on Friday night that the team had like 12 saves. It was insane, but they had like 4 shots as opposed to like 20 that they had to defend. So, I mean, it's all... It usually correlates. If you have to make a lot of saves, you're not putting up a lot of offense because you can't get out of your own zone. And right now, we're seeing a little bit more of life coming out from Ball So Hard University. A lot on the line here. Chance at the finals. Is Crepe going to try and keep that in the center of the field?
Should be taking this one off the sidewall. He sees Frederick down on the side, unable to get it to him. That's going to be cleared back into Nutters defense. Prolonged Llama being patient, sitting on the net. You have a triple commit coming out of the defense there. Unfortunate play if you are on blue, but the demo coming out from Frederick the first, taking Jay Lee off the play. Good save. Close one coming down crossbar and out. Trippy taking this to his own corner. Prolonged Llama popping. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, we're seeing Ball So Hard definitely get comfortable on offense now, moving very quickly around the field, getting some high passes, and it seems to be working to get through the Nutters. They've definitely had some experience playing them in the finals now, getting another chance at them here. Redemption opportunity. A good save by Jin, trying to clear the ball out, but Trippy right there.
Back to that bump from Frederick the first. Frederick the first getting that bump that ended up almost opening up the net, but Lil Jin was right there in the net, able to save that shot. But what a great bump from him. He's definitely got really good offensive, he's got a good offensive mindset on him, I'll say.
Oh, getting a little bit of lag in here. Gets some latency variation, always a fun one. Ball gets saved along the post, though. Jay Lee looking to catch it. Back pass to Jin, and he will bomb it downfield. Llama going to look to catch. Ends up bouncing it off the wall instead. He's going to win the race to it. Runs out of boost, though, on the way. Now Jay Lee putting it back to mid. Trippy up. A soft touch to the corner, so Crepe should be able to get there. Back wall pass, and it's going to be sent out by Llama. And the pressure is alleviated here as Frederick going down the side wall.
Great job by Llama in the backfield to be able to keep that pressure going and able to maintain defensive structure. I think that's such an important aspect of the game, especially with Prolonged Llama coming in once more with a shot slightly off target to the right-hand side of the net, but takes possession in the midfield, stealing that ball right from Crepe. And now you got offensive pressure coming down the field from Orange, the Ball So Hard University. Prolonged Llama looking to take this one to the air and decides not to and lets Jay Lee go up to try to defend. And that one's going to be saved and cleared downfield by Little Jen. Now it's back in blue territory.
A good bomb downfield gets the offense going. It's into the middle. Llama will take it up into the air. Looking for a pass to Frederick. It's up there. He can't get up, though. He lets Crape go for it. Crape putting it right in front, but nobody is there as we see a double commit coming out. An opportunity to try and at least buy some time as they get set on defense once more. 30 seconds left to go, and we've got a tied 1-1 game. A very strong defensive battle so far.
What a dangerous position for that ball to sit in, too. When you've got a ball sitting in front of your net and all three players up on your team and you're holding your breath and you're clenching your cheeks, and you know what cheeks I'm talking about. When you're clenching them real tight, you know that feeling of just being like, uh-oh, this could be it. And luckily for the boys on Balls Are Hard University, they're able to get away with it, and we are searing overtime.
Game number one OT, and it's only 1-1. So much defense. It'll be interesting to see the stats after this, but Frederick looking for the air dribble gets blocked by Jin. Great defense off the back wall. Crape put it into the corner. It will be sent out by Llama, and an opportunity to get the counterattack started. Frederick looking for a quick shot, but not going to get it there, and now it's Ball So Hard's opportunity.
In the backfield, you've got Trippy dropping back into net. Good positioning from him. Taking good. You can tell good communication there between Frederick, or between Trippy and Prolonged Llama, as Llama had obviously called him off that ball, or called vice versa. Get the good defensive pressure, good defensive structure on the field. Oh my goodness, what a read coming in from Crape, almost putting it in. Jay Lee off the backboard. Low Jin's up for the shot, off the crossbar and out.
The post is the MVP. Oh my gosh. 3 saves there. The net made 3 saves. Insane. It would have been Ball So Hard's game right there if they could have just put it in another couple inches. Holy smokes, Llama looking to control it. And now another opportunity here as Crape bombs it downfield. Frederick, a great touch, but Jay Lee right there gets 50'd as now Crape moving into the corner. Pass into the middle. He's looking for another. He bumps Llama, but nobody is there to follow up on the play. And the demo's starting to come out from both sides here in OT.
Love to see the full body aggression. That's what makes a Rocket League game interesting. I've seen people comment on the fact of demos should be removed from Rocket League. Anybody who says that is definitely, me and you are going to have differing opinions. It's the mechanic of the game meant to be utilized and very difficult to do. And to see these players actually use it to their advantage and technically and using it in a intelligent manner to be able to make a play happen, very important.
So we're now 2 minutes into OT. And it's still a tied ball game. Nobody has yet to get that winning goal. Good demo by Crape, but he ends up putting it back to his own side. Jin will bomb it downfield. It's going to come out of the corner. Good patience from Llama waiting for that one. And Jay Lee puts it through almost past his teammate. Llama can't get to it first, so now an opportunity for them to clear it out. A little bit of an awkward position here for Jay Lee. Jin is up, is unable to get it through, but again, we'll buy some time as now Crape moving down into the corner.
Oh, Prolonged Llama demoed on their own defensive side. This is a chance. Jay Lee shot, crossbar, and in. The boys on Ball So Hard University take game 1 with a clutch shot from Jay Lee, putting it past Trippy. Right roller crossbar shot.
A great play there. They finally get the post to work on their side. It took so long for that, too. I mean, that was an insane first game. That's just the first one of what could be many here.
I agree. That was absolutely intense. You can even see it there from the scoreboard. I mean, looking down, just take a look, before you even look at Ball So Hard stats, go down and look at Nutters. You've got a collective shot total on that side of the field of 11 shots. Only 1 goal going in from Frederick, assisted from Prolonged Llama. But on Ball So Hard, you've got less shots taken. You've got a total of 8. With 2 goals in, 1 assist from Little Jen. I believe that shot was actually assisted. That assist was too creepy. Wow, what an absolute destruction of somebody's name. I'm sorry about that, Crape. But and all, look at the saves. Ball So Hard coming out with 8 total saves and 4 saves on Nutters. Once again, leading to that exact same thing I was saying first. If you have to make more saves than the other team, you're probably lacking on the defensive side of the field. Let's see if Nutters can turn it around in game number 2.
And I think that the stats are a testament to what Ball So Hard did throughout that game. They gave up the goal 10 seconds into the match, and that was it. They locked the door from there. A phenomenal, I mean, that was 6 minutes worth of game that you had to just shut the doors on a team that had 11 shots. That's absolutely insane. Great defense, great play, but did they use all the magic in game number 1? We'll find out in game number 2. Ball So Hard University has the 1-0 series lead.
Ball So Hard University coming out and surprising both of us there, but both of us going for the Nutters to take this one easily. Ball So Hard knocking on the door. They are ready, coming out strong, firing on all cylinders. We're going to see some impressive play from both of these teams. I am 100% sure of it, but as far as our predictions may be flawed. We're going to find out here within the next 4 minutes and 47 seconds.
Yeah, we'll have to see. We still have 2 games for them to win, so there's plenty of time for a comeback here from the Nutters, but you can tell right now Ball So Hard University feeling really good after that game 1 OT victory. They're feeling very confident on the offensive side. We saw Jin looking for a double touch, unable to get it, but had an opportunity. It was a really good setup. And now we're down into the blue side once more. Jin pops it up, back wall, but it's not going to get high as Llama is able to catch it down low. Looks for the pinch, is unable to get it very far. Good shot by Crate, but Frederick right there to meet it.
Good positioning there by Frederick. Able to read that ball coming in straight hot into the bottom left-hand corner, but now you've got Prolonged Llama with the second follow-up touch. On the shot comes Trippy, saved by Crate. Good positioning. Jay Lee taking this off into his own side, unable to do too much with it, and that's going to be popped up in the air by Frederick with a backflip flick. But they're going to continue offensive pressure here. And one thing I have a question for is, so Ball So Hard's offensive pressure has been, oh my goodness. Trippy putting in the shot for Nutters just before I even say that is the caster's curse, as they like to call it, as I was just about to compliment. The defense on Orange there.
Yeah, and I was about to say, I was going to say the Nutters feel like they're moving a little bit slower this game than they did in the first game. Kind of like they were caught off guard with how much Ball So Hard University can move around the field, and they were playing really fast, really strong, and weren't really making too many mistakes through game 1. But then right as I was about to say that, again, like you did, they get that goal. So I recant the statement that I never made. So
the caster's curse is always real. I've learned that so many times. Right before you say something, the opposite will happen and make yourself look like a fool. And happens to me pretty often, but it's okay.
Oh, what a play coming out. The read on the pass from Jay Lee. Look at this setup. He baited Llama perfectly into that.
What an incredible touch. Putting that right off the Llama. Good read there by Craig, putting that one in, tying up the game 1-1 with only 2 minutes down in game number 2.
So now we're tied yet again. This is a situation we found ourselves in for about, I would say, 5 minutes worth of game number 1, something like that?
I would say so, yes, sir.
So here we go into the Nutters zone. Trippy low on boost, so he was trying to pick up the 100, can't do it. This is an opportunity. You got to pick up those pads. Try and make a path for yourself to pick up something to get some momentum. But it's going to be sent downfield. Crepe unable to hit it off the back wall. He misses yet again. Jin has to get in. He sacrifices his life for it, and it's going to be saved back to the blue side.
Jay Lee now following this one up, trying to make some offensive magic happen. Little Jin, I wouldn't say perfectly positioned in the midfield. He was backwards facing the ball, but able to keep the possession going. Only for a moment. Prolonged Llama now crossing back over to blue, or crossing back over to orange half, excuse me.
Oh, no.
Oh.
This
the
could be
unfortunate
bad.
touch from Prolonged Llama. The shot coming in from Little Jin. Oh, this was... Someone call an ambulance. I'm having a heart attack.
Can we award the blue post MVP? Because it's made about 7 saves so far throughout 2 games. It's absolutely insane.
Oh, man, the intensity. You can see the sweat dripping right down from blue crossbar.
It's working hard.
It's working overtime right now. Frederick putting one off the backboard. Jay Lee able to read that. His orange crossbar has not had to put in that much work. A lot of the players have instead. Frederick Possession one more time. Sorry, that comment about the backboard sweating made me laugh too hard. I can't control myself, Sparky. I apologize.
You're good. You're good. All right, so Lamo is going to try and put it mid. J-Lee puts it backfield, and it's going to be a shot by Trippy. And just as you said, the post finally coming in to make some play on the orange side. So we see the orange net working hard too. It's a 4v4, not a 3v3 out here. We lied about what it actually is. The net's playing as well.
We do that for the surprise factor. That is the surprise factor that Indy Gaming League has been so well known to put out there. Just like earlier as released, the new game coming out for Indy Gaming League looks super exciting. I'm actually already thinking, as soon as I lost the giveaway, I was like, well, time to spend $20 and buy this game because
the game does look really good though. Yeah. Oh, is this a goal to win it? No, the post ending up making that stop again. And so here comes an opportunity. 30 seconds left to go, and we could be heading to a game 2 OT. Same score of 1-1. Llama looking to cut the rotation. Frederick shot, but it's saved by Jin right on the crossbar now with 20 seconds left to go.
Good possession play by Jin there, passing it up to Craig. Craig could not get the touch, keep the offensive play up, and Trippy's going to put this back in orange, half of the field. Frederick passing downfield, prolonged Llama. You see him, he's sitting patient, ready for the redirect. Unfortunately, unable to get it out to the mid.
It's still alive as Jin looks to drop it down, and we'll take it to another overtime. So game 1 was won by Ball So Hard in about 2 minutes of OT. Here we are yet again in game 2, a 1-1 game, and it's going to be won by Jay Lee in 6 seconds.
Wow. I mean, an incredible goal from Jay Lee. The pop shot over prolonged Llama just caught him right off the goal line. Perfect shot. What an incredible win by Ball So Hard. They're coming out strong, already up 2-0.
So after getting beat in the finals by Nutters, the number 4 team in our tournament for the Tournament of Champions is looking to get the sweep on the undefeated Nutters squad. I mean, so far, it's been neck and neck. There really hasn't been, Ball So Hard is not crushing it. They're just barely squeaking out these wins. Again, as we've gone to OT twice, Nutters has gotten the first goal in both of the games. So maybe they need to change up their strategy. What do you think, Coyote?
Agree. I think changing up the strategy from Nutters is going to be important here because if you just the stats won't lie to you. Numbers don't lie. As far as look at the shot differential, exactly the same. Look at the save differential, exactly opposite. Actually, excuse me, not exactly the same.
No, they're one off.
Definitely off by one. As far as Nutters, So the Nutters stats show that they have been a very high offensive pressure team throughout the entire season. They're being shut down by Ball So Hard so well each game. Trippy is one of the players who has the highest goals per game average. And just to answer that question for X-Ray, no, it's I believe it's a single elimination. Am I correct on that?
You are correct. It is single elimination. Oh, I think our lobby crashed.
Oh, yay! Now it's Rocket League. Good time from Rocket League.
Let's take this again. Let's try it one more time.
But as far as the stats go, I mean, if Nutters are able to turn this around, increase offensive pressure, I've seen it so many times, Sparky, of teams that have that lack in that offensive pressure department against specific teams who have incredible stats all around. But when it comes down to the final matchup, or when it comes down to a specific team where everything's on the line, they failed to be able to put through. And I've yet to be able to figure out what that exactly is. And usually, but what it does come down to is there's usually a specific player that they're going to try that the other team who's defensively stronger and preventing offensive plays from happening, they're shutting down that number 1 top player. So watch for plays coming down on Trippy, trying to eliminate him from putting shots on the net.
I think the one thing that we really need to see more from the Nutters is they need more backboard pressure. Right now, we're seeing them take a lot of quick shots, and stuff like that happens. They're able to make that save very easy from the Ball So Hard University side. We saw, I think it was, 8 saves in game number 1 or something like that. Game 2 was 5. So it's just a testament to where these shots are going. They're putting them in pretty easy spots to save. They can try and draw them out of position. Things could definitely turn around for them. They're still playing well. They're just So just getting that slight edge for Ball So Hard University.
Speaking of slight edge, Prolonged Llama getting the slight edge on that touch, keeping the ball down here in orange, in the Ball So Hard University half of the field. But Jay Lee coming out like he's done multiple times before, getting the clear back downfield and turning the offensive pressure over. Oh my goodness. Let me just go ahead and say, Crape, I apologize for when you're watching this VOD later, analyzing your own gameplay. I apologize, man. It happens to me every night. There's always one player's name who I look at, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to say that butchered as all possible.
Hey, it's all good. I do it too. So Lil Jin looking to get control. Crape taking the shot bottom corner, but saved by Llama. And we're seeing Ball So Hard University just take up residence right now in the Nutters defensive zone. Llama will take that 50 into the corner, an opportunity to get something started. Jin wins that race. Trippy gonna try and make the stop, pops it high to the ceiling. He's trying to stay up in the air, and Crape gets in there to bump him away. Jin just giving the ball right back to Llama, and now let's see if they can counter.
Counter, they must. As far as Ball So Hard, if they want to go for the full 3-0 sweep here, they're going to really have to keep up this offensive pressure they've been doing such a good job of maintaining consistently throughout the past 2 games we've been watching. Lil Jin there going off the sidewall, a little too low, not enough boost to reach the ball up in there, and Crape goes up, puts it in the offensive corner. Going for the pinch play off the sidewall, that is going to be cleared out by Llama. Llama has a chance now, 12 boosts to his name. Lil Jin able to get the save, or at least the clear off from the defensive side of the field, but Trippy coming in once more, keeping pressure alive. Frederick the first and Trippy both dropping back, and Frederick feels backflip, man. Definitely feel you.
But was that backflip intentional? What a save by Jay Lee as he drops down off the back wall. We are halfway through game 3, and we have yet to see a goal at this point in both games 1 and 2. We had a 1-1 game, and that's where the score held. I mean, if the past games have been a testament at this point, there's not going to be another goal. We'll see if it's going to happen, though. It's been very defensive going for both of these guys. And now Jay Lee trying to see if he can get the ball. Ends up pushing it with Trippy. Frederick in there off the corner. Jaylin. Sorry, not Jaylin. Why did I switch it to Jaylin? Jay Lee moving the ball upfield but is unable to do anything.
I love when players have such similar names that it's easy to your brain naturally is like, you know what? Lil Jin and Jay Lee, we're going to combine them into one person now. So now Jaylin going for the... It's kind of like a weird mind trick that your brain does to you. It happens to me consistently. I think that's probably because I'm not medicated enough. Regardless, this one is staying over in blue side of field. Nutters have to get the clear out. Frederick attempting to, but Lil Jin almost going to keep it upfield.
And I want to say, it feels like, I don't know about what you're thinking, Coyote, it feels like they're feeling a little bit more pressure on both sides in this one. Both teams have been a little sloppy through this one. It seems like some of the heat is getting to them. The fact that Ball So Hard has the champs on the run here for a sweep, and Nutters trying to stay alive here, trying to force a game 4. Both these teams are just, they're a little bit sloppier this game with rotations, with what they're going for. We've seen a lot of whiffs. Do you agree? What do you think?
I 100% agree. I think that's, I've always been a big proponent of talking about, and anybody who's in this stream right now, who's watched any of my streams in particular, will know that I say something particular in every game, especially game 1 and game 5, the final game or the first game. A lot of the time, you're just trying to feel out your opponents.
Absolutely. Usually you see that in the first game, but it almost feels like they're doing that here in this one. Ooh, the bottom corner, just not wide enough. We see Crape trying to demo. Jay Lee looking up high for the back wall, but Trippy, good read, waiting up there. Jay Lee, though, staying there. Llama looking to bounce it off the corner, and Frederick moving up with the ball. X-Ray, real quick, this is a semifinal, so this is for an opportunity to move on to the championship. Our second semifinal match is coming up after this. A good demo by Crape. We'll clear it out. Staying up in the air with it is Trippy. Llama looking for a touch. It stays alive. Jin will be able to put it down. We're going to 3 straight overtimes.
Somebody call my doctor, increase my anxiety medication, because I'm telling you right now, my blood pressure must be spiking through the roof of my apartment. And I live on the first floor, so we got 3 more floors to go up. Unbelievable play for both teams here. As overtime, the looms overhead. 14 seconds already in. Jay Lee trying to help his team ball so hard, get the 3-0 sweep over the number 1 rated Nutters. Almost
The
doing
post
so
again?
there. Oh, man, incredible. And Nutters, of course, trying to pull off the first win of the series. They're just being so suffocated by ball so hard. University, this one may do it. Jalen's shot right off to the post. Inaccurate, going back in the opposite direction.
And the big thing we're seeing so far away, there's a goal right there from Jalen. That's the series.
Unbelievable. Look at Crape's pass. And Crape, I will not butcher your name there because I saw you, man. What a great pass off the sidewall into the corner. Lil Jin coming in for the smash. Welcome to the finals. Ball so hard, you guys have completely shattered the casters. I would say predictions.
Yeah, seriously, I didn't even think it was going to be like that. Absolutely insane series. We had each game 1-1 in overtime. And just so much defense played. You could tell, though, this one was a lot more back and forth. The team's very uncertain of kind of how to play it, as we see only a total of 4 shots from Nutters coming out from one guy. And then over on the ball so hard side, a total of 6 shots. Not as many saves as in previous games due to the lack of shots. But again, as we said, it just felt like both teams were kind of nervous about it. There was a lot coming into play here. Nerves definitely a factor. And we saw that ball so hard was just able to overcome it and put that last goal in.
You know, one thing with when you come into the last games of a series and when you come down to a game where you're on the line, where the opposite team can essentially, if they take one more shot on your net and that one goes in, your season's over. That's it. Nerves are unreal. I mean, I've played in just a little bit of background about for those of you who do not know about me. I've played in Indy Gaming League for over a year now, and I've been to 4 different championships with over the 5-6 seasons that I've played. 4 different championships. Each time I've won the silver medal. Our team could not finish. It is heartbreaking, and it's terrifying, and it's sad, and it makes you so upset. But I will tell you this, one thing I've learned every time is that every second of that game, your nerves are on a different level. You're constantly thinking about things that, of course, Jake, thank you so much for being here and letting us, of course, stream your game and cash game. It was an absolute pleasure. But as far as when it comes down to being in a position where everything is on the line, definitely nerve-wracking, 100% nerve-wracking. And, hopefully I gave up my goal of getting a gold medal. How about you, Sparky? Have you guys got